Welcome to the America's Super Pageant.
My name is Janet Beer, and I'd like to welcome you to the America's Super Pageant. It's hard to believe we'll be crowning our 6th generation of title holders tonight. Each of these ladies has already earned a crown and sash representing her state or region. Most have made appearances to promote platforms which are important to each of them. The America's Super Pageant platform promotes the importance of seatbelt use with the buckle up message emblazoned on the hip of every delegate's sash. We have representatives from Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Montana, Nevada, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, and Utah. Before you meet them, I'd like to personally introduce you to our outgoing queens. Christina Solinger, America's Super Preteen. Christina represented Montana last year and will now be going on to compete in the Miss Montana Teen USA pageant. We'd like to wish her well in her future pageant goals. She just rocked a TV interview a few minutes ago. Jessica Renee Smith is America's Super Queen. Jessica represented Arizona last year and is excited to promote her SCORE platform, along with our platform of seatbelt safety. Just last week, as she prepared to hand off her national title for the America's Super Pageant, she competed and won Elite Mrs. Global United 2017. And Global United is a pageant run by one of our past queens, Wendy Limburg. We would also like to pause for a moment to introduce Janine Henry, America's Super Classic 2012. This is Janine's 4th year returning. She won our national title and became part of our family, each year volunteering as a helper, judge, or just inspiration. We're so lucky to have someone who is so dedicated to promoting seatbelt safety and a positive attitude. Also returning from 2012 Queen's Court is Dana Henry, who is America's Super Mrs. She will be spending her evening dashing up and down the stairs as both a judge's assistant and providing entertainment. Joining us again this year is Laura Bradford, America's Super Mrs. 2013. Laura also has been returning each year as a helper. She represented Texas and after winning, represented America with her No Texting and Driving campaign. Laura brought her daughters with her this evening, Allison, who was America's Super Teen in 2014 and will be helping with tonight's show, and Madison, who was America's Super Teen in 2012, who's here to cheer from the audience. We're very excited to have the Bradford family back with us. Selena Bartell was America's Super Ms. in 2014. She's been with us since our very first year. She came to us single, but got married right before she gave up her national title last year. Her next adventure is vying for the Mrs. Montana America title. And last but not least, we have Kevi Berger, International Super Mrs. Kevi began her experience with pageantry when I asked her to be a judge a few years ago. Then the pageant bug hit. She competed 2 years ago and ranked quite high, then returned last year to win our overall title. She's got a few future pageant goals in the works as well, including becoming Mrs. Montana, United States, and eventually becoming a pageant director. Thank you, ladies. Now let's meet the women who are vying for the crowns they are wearing.
Good evening, everyone. I am Damaris Olivera, North Dakota Super Miss.
I'm Jenna Juniper, Arizona Super Miss.
Good evening. I'm Holly Tucker, the Blue Bunny, Miss Iowa.
Good evening. My name is Tina Hayes. I am here representing the Silver State of Nevada as your Nevada Super Mrs.
Dawn Valdez, your Miss Plus Size Colorado.
Good evening, I am Gayla Whiting, South Dakota Super Queen.
Good evening, I'm Haley Levins. I'm from right here in Big Sky Country as Montana's Super Queen.
Now, while the ladies make a quick and easy costume change, here is one of our fabulous queens, Christina Solinger, America's Super Preteen, to entertain you. Here she is performing Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey.
I've seen the world, done it all, had my cake now. Diamonds brilliant and bare now. Hot summer nights, mid-July, when you and I were forever wild. Crazy days, city lights, the way you play
seatbelt.
Exactly. So Christina, I'm excited to be a part of tonight's pageant. What has been your favorite part about wearing the crown?
You know, my favorite part has honestly been volunteering and spreading the seatbelt message, really. I mean, I love working with children and I love showing them what they should be doing in life. And I love promoting seatbelt safety because it's a very important thing in life. And so that's been my favorite part. What's been your favorite part of your reign?
Definitely working with my children through Girl Scouts and promoting seatbelt safety awareness and giving them buckle up safety awareness toys. If you give them little mementos, it definitely reminds them to buckle up. And also surviving 2 car crashes within this past year. And being able to walk away from 2 car crashes is definitely something. And wearing my seatbelt, I can say that, yeah, it's just something I'm very lucky and fortunate for. Kevin, what about you?
Well, first of all, I have 2 amazing queens here that I get to do appearances with. They deserve a round of applause. And a week ago, I became a grandma. Yeah. So, you know, usually you wouldn't equate becoming a grandmother to, seatbelt safety. But I do, because when I was 28 weeks pregnant with my son Joseph, we were in a car wreck, and we actually rolled our car 3 different times. I was very lucky. I was wearing my seatbelt, so not only did it save my life, but it saved the life of my unborn child. So when my son was born, he grew up. He is now the father of a little boy. And so I thought maybe that would be the end of it, but not so much. Last November, my son, his pregnant girlfriend, and her 2-year-old were in the car and going up the street like nobody's business. Everything was fine and good, and a truck came out in front of him. And he totaled his little Geo Metro on a big Dodge truck. So it was one of the most scary phone calls I've ever received. You are a mother, you understand how that feels. Some of you out there are parents or grandparents. Heart drops, you become terrified. But what I was so happy and blessed with is that all the time that I have been talking to them about seatbelt safety has really kind of worked its magic. And so they were able to walk away from that car crash, and there was actually not even 1 scratch on them. So now my grandson was also saved because his mother and his father took responsibility to buckle up before he was born. So we are now a 3-generation saved by seatbelts.
It's amazing.
You know, and as amazing as all that is, I don't really think tonight, well, it could be about us, but I think that was last year. So we better get ready, because whether you're working out or whether you're making appearances in your little black dress, you always gotta be confident.
Now when you go down with being, what's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being, yeah, what's wrong with being, yeah, what's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being, yeah, what's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being, yeah, what's wrong with being, yeah, what's wrong with being confident? So you say I'm complicated, but you've had me underrated.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here. I am Emily Lewis, Mrs. Utah U.S. Continental, and I have participated in the America's Super Pageant a few times, and I just love it and love being part of it, and have been a judge once before. And so I just keep coming back to help because I love these lovely ladies, and their platform that they have is seatbelt safety, so I love to be here. Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm joining you now.
All right, so now it's time for our audience to learn more about this year's contestants. Are you guys ready? Yeah, let's hear it. Come on. Aren't they all beautiful? You've seen them already? Aren't they gorgeous and beautiful? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm sure you're ready to get to know what makes them beautiful on the inside. Does your favorite delegate speak clearly, have confidence, and a positive personal attitude?
Does she have the personality of a winner?
Each delegate will take a moment to tell you about her platform. Her platform may be promoting awareness for a medical condition, fundraising for a civic organization, or promoting the use of seatbelts in memory of a loved one, or because of a personal experience in her own life.
Judges are instructed not to score based upon how important they feel their particular platform is, but only on how well they express their goal, as well as the personality and confidence used to deliver their message.
Delegates are allowed 30 to 60 seconds to make their point. I hope you enjoyed getting to hear a glimpse of what the judges learned about each of these ladies during their interviews earlier today. And here they are.
Better safe than sorry. Every hour, someone dies in America, simple because they didn't take 2 seconds to buckle up. In 2000, my older brother had a car accident, caused by a drunk driver. He came out of the car for not wearing seatbelt. He is very lucky he didn't die and just suffered small burns on the face. But not everyone else with the same luck. Seatbelt can protect a person's vital organs like head, brain, chest, and heart from getting injured if you met with an accident. For maximum protection, safety belt should be fastened before traveling any distance or speeding. Promoting the use of seatbelt, I am Maris Rivera, North Dakota Super Miss. Thank you.
Ring, ring. Yes, it's my child. They were in an accident. Someone was drinking. This is the phone call no parent ever wants to get. And it's why I'm an advocate for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Mothers Against Drunk Driving strives to educate our youth on the dangers of drunk driving by visiting as many schools as possible. As a proud single mom, it's not only my honor but my privilege to ensure my children's safety. So please remember, safe driving saves lives. Thank you.
Good evening. Every young girl, every young woman wants to be a princess. Even young girls and young women with disabilities. If you want to know more about this pageant, please look me up on Facebook under Holly Kramer. I would love to tell you more about this organization and this pageant that allows young girls and young women with disabilities to fulfill that dream of becoming a princess. Thank you and have a great evening.
Good evening. I stand before you as a proud volunteer for over a decade with the American Heart Association Go Red for Women campaign. As women, when we have a heart attack, the symptoms are very different than those of our husbands or our sons, grandfathers, or even our best friend. They're called the silent heart attacks. I feel it is my duty as a daughter of a mother with AFib not attributed to heart attack to educate women, men, sons, daughters, that we can prevent this disease of the #1 killer of women, even over all cancers. Thank you.
Jimmy's wife and kids were crying the day he came home from his second deployment. They were so happy to see him come home. Now, 2 months later, they're crying again, but this time they're crying over his casket at his funeral. And the reason they're crying is because Jimmy came home with PTSD. And Jimmy took chances that he normally wouldn't take. And Jimmy, he never buckled his seatbelt because he had PTSD. And with those chances, he never buckled his seatbelt. So always remember to buckle your seatbelt and click it, because heroes need to click it too.
Medical emergencies can happen at any time. We don't plan these. Rescue fact files, which velcros right onto your seatbelt, holds critical information about your health history that will be right at the fingertips of first responders. Rescue fact files have proven to save lives. Thank you.
I stand before you tonight, thankful for my friends, family, and all of the members in our armed forces. My grandpa is a Vietnam veteran, and my husband is an Operation Enduring Freedom wounded warrior. They are my heroes every day, and they're the reason I support both Vets Rising and Veterans Benefits. My hero of my grandpa would not be here had he not buckled up his seatbelt in a crash years ago. I am thankful he's still here to support me, and that's why you can be a hero for you and everyone else, and always wear your seatbelt.
All right, that is our contestants and what their platforms are, and here is Allie.
Rachel Castillo has been making music since she was young and considers it a large part of her life. She's very excited to be part of this event and to perform here again at MCT. She currently resides in Missoula and will be going to U of M this following fall.
But I'm taking a Greyhound and Hudson River. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day. Out of touch with the rhythm and the blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times, the daily it comes down to reality, and it's fine with me, 'cause I let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown or on Riverside. I know what I'm needing. My girl won't waste no time. I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm just taking a Greyhound and Hudson River. Cause I'm in New York state of
So are you guys impressed yet? This might be a beauty pageant, but as you can see, these young ladies are much more than just beautiful on the outside. During the past few days, the queens have been out on the community, signing autographs, shopping, and promoting tonight's event.
We had the opportunity to be interviewed on the radio, mingle over coffee, learn about seatbelt safety, attend the farmer's market, feed a tarantula, be celebrity guests at the Superheroes and Fairy Tales Festival at the Carousel, and promote seatbelt safety with the Missoula and Mineral County Buckle Up Coalitions.
Make appearances with the Boys and Girls Club, participate in a scavenger hunt, had a late night gift exchange featuring contestants from representative states, and attend photo shoots, and also had a full party. And barely had enough time to squeak in rehearsals between times. These ladies are going to need a vacation tomorrow.
I hope you noticed on your way in the display of delegates' photos. These photos were the images each entrant selected to best represent herself in the photogenic portion of the scoring. Photogenic accounts for 20% of the overall score. And earlier today, each of these ladies had interviews with the judges. These interviews were conducted on a panel basis for 5 minutes with the judges. This added up to another 20% of the overall scoring.
Judges learned more about each of them, their ambitions, accomplishments, and how they have been spending their reign so far.
Many of the ladies went into their interviews a little scared and a little bit worried. What will they ask me is a very common question and concern that they all have.
In my experience, the judges really want to know how each delegate filled out a biographical form telling the judges a little bit about them and themselves and their goals, which gives the judges somewhere to start with their questions. Occasionally, they were asked current events, but mostly these conversations are about learning who is this person applying for the title.
You'll notice tonight that the ladies range from Miss, Ms., Mrs., and even Queen. We will crown 4 division winners tonight as well as our overall title holder.
The Miss delegate ranges from 19 to 25 years old. They may be starting their careers or college students, but all have goals to improve themselves in the worlds around them.
The Ms. and Mrs. delegates range from 25 to 54 years. They may have children or share their lives with a spouse and children, or maybe they're just settling into life.
And last but not least, you will find our Queen division. These ladies don't fit the typical beauty queen mold, but their impact on the world is nothing but less important. The delegates have been offered the opportunity to choose swimwear or athletic attire for the next phase of competition. Everyone has a different comfort level, body type, so this is a chance to show their best qualities, or hide a few sins. But the most important part of this phase of competition is to see the confidence these ladies place on their sporty and or casual side. Judges will be looking for poise, posture, and active lifestyle and confidence.
Our first delegate is Demarius Ortega Rivera.
But before we get started with the active lifestyle, we'd like to remove this microphone from the stage.
I didn't realize she brought that.
Our first delegate is Demarius Ortega Rivera, North Dakota Super Miss. Thank you, Demarius.
Jenna Joy Juniper, Arizona Super Miss. Thank you, Jenna.
Holly Tucker, Iowa Super Miss. Thank you, Holly.
Tina Hayes, Nevada Super Misses. Thank you, Tina.
Dawn Valdez, Colorado Super Queen. Thank you, Dawn.
Kayla Whiting, South Dakota Super Queen. Thank you, Gayla.
Haley Blevins, Montana Super Queen. Thank you, Haley.
That completes our swimwear and athletic attire portion of this competition. The delegates have now received scores in photogenic, interview, platform personality, and swimwear athletic attire. There's only one area of competition left, the formal wear competition.
But first, let's give them just a few extra minutes to put on the finishing touches while we enjoy another song.
Now introducing Dana Henry when singing When We Were Young.
Everybody here is watching you. You feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears. Nobody told me. And I swore you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. And it's hard to win me back. Everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I still care. Do you still care? It was just like the movies. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. When we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. I'm so mad I'm getting old. It makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
You look so pretty. And we're all back together again. We are back together.
Thank you, Dana. That was wonderful. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about the group of people who will be selecting tonight's winners, our wonderful judges.
Our first judge, Nicole Yost, is a Montana native, born and raised in Bozeman. She graduated from Bozeman High School in 2006, where she was co-captain of the color guard and on the Lady Hawks swim team. She attended the University of Montana Western in Dillon, where she was a part of the Student Senate, involved in 5 clubs, and gave the student commencement speech at graduation in 2010. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration with a small business management. After college, she competed, maybe she completed it too, for Miss Montana 2010. She did complete it because she placed in the top 7, winning Montana's Choice and Miss Congeniality. She competed again in 2011. Some of her hobbies include hiking, camping, watching hockey and baseball, and spending time with family, friends, and her dog, Bower. That's awesome, I love dogs. Where is the dog? Her love for traveling took her to both Ohio and Florida, but she returned to beautiful Montana in 2014. As Miss Montana International, she competed for Miss International 2014. Her personal platform is Be You. You are amazing. She wants to encourage people everywhere to follow their dreams and don't let anyone pull you down. You can do anything you set your mind to.
Janine Henry comes to us from Klamath Falls, Oregon. She has been married to her amazing husband, Chris, for 37 years, and they have 2 children. Their daughter, that's me, Dana Henry, America's Super Mrs. 2012, and I live in Billings, Montana with my husband, Gordon, and our animal children. Their son, Christopher, lives in Eugene, Oregon with Julia and their 3 animal children. Janine is a substitute teacher and hopes to have her own 2nd grade classroom this fall. She is also a mentor in the Kids in the Middle program for 2 young girls. Janine was a hostess for the Miss Klamath County pageant this year, which is a local preliminary to the Miss America pageant. She is the secretary on the leadership team for the Ross Raglan Theater Guild. In her spare time, Janine dedicates time to her passion of keeping children safe in vehicles. After being crowned America's Super Classic 2012, she became a child passenger safety technician. She teaches Oregon Institute of Technology students how to install car seats so they can take foster children to their parent visits. Her hobbies include walking the dog, reading the book before going to the movie, cooking, writing children's books, and spending time with her wonderful family. She is honored to be here tonight and wants to remind you to buckle up on your way home and every time.
Ray Davis is a graphic designer with Fly Design Company. He specializes in custom print products, logo designs, and websites. He and his partner of 9 years, Jason, also own and operate Axel Plumbing, Heating, and Air here in Missoula. In the past, he participated in the DUI task force of Missoula County. In his free time, Ray enjoys renovating his home, playing in area mountains, and listening to great music. Thank you, Ray.
Our next judge, Lonnie Hutchinson, is a senior community health specialist here in Missoula at the Missoula City County Health Department. Lonnie has dedicated 30+ years assisting local and statewide efforts to reduce injuries and fatalities resulting from traffic crashes related to impaired driving and non-use of seat belts and child car seats. Lonnie coordinates the efforts of the Missoula County DUI Task Force and the Missoula-Granite County Buckle Up Montana Coalition, a program of the Montana Department of Transportation. She is a nationally certified child passenger safety technician, instructor, and a state-certified alcohol sales and service trainer for Montana. You could say safety is Lonnie's middle name.
Mike Hughes. Mike is a Montana native, born and raised out of Hamilton. Mike was a football player for Carroll College and then transferred to the University of Montana. Go Grace. Woo! Oh, where he was a cheerleader, as implied by the previous statements. During his time at the U of M, Mike was also a professional umpire for 5 years in minor league baseball. Mike is no slouch in pageants himself, winning the 05-06 Homecoming King. Haha. As well as being a business partner for Best Fire Equipment and Supply. Mike has been an advocate for seatbelt awareness, where he has spoken to several local schools and numerous community groups. Mike has a beautiful girlfriend, Shauna, and is a positive male role model for her 2 daughters, Kendall and Regan, Kenny Bob and Riri.
Rocky Bailey has lived in Montana nearly his whole life and has lived in Ravalli County since 1996. In early 2016, Rocky retired from a 22-year career as a trooper with the Montana Highway Patrol. Very good.
Not good that he retired, but
No.
just honoring that service.
Yes.
Right. Just clarify.
I've worked with Rocky. He was good. During that career, he was a traffic crash investigator where he learned and observed firsthand the negative results that passengers involved in crashes who were not properly restrained with seatbelts obtained. He also observed many remarkable positive outcomes for occupants involved in crashes that were properly restrained. Rocky continues to serve as a role model with protecting highway users through his new career as a commercial vehicle compliance safety investigator for the Montana Department of Transportation. Rocky is married to his beautiful and supportive wife Tracy and has 4 children and 1 granddaughter. 3 of his children are adults living on their own, while his youngest daughter Sadie is 16 and will be a junior at Victor High School. Rocky enjoys family activities, including participating in 5K runs, volunteering in various community activities, shooting sports, watching his kids and other area kids' local sports events, and of course watching NFL. Rocky is a former board member of the Montana Hope Project, the Montana Troopers Association, and the Ravalli County Buckle Up Coalition.
Laura Bradford settled in Katy, Texas after living abroad for 7 years in Malaysia and Australia. While overseas, texting became the primary form of communication for the next generation. Frightened and knowing that she had 4 teens about to join the driving world, good Lord help you woman, and seeing the danger that they would be in, she started a campaign to stop texting and driving. Laura and her daughters first competed in America's Super Pageant in 2012. Since then, both daughters have been America's Super Teen, and Laura herself was America's Super Mrs. 2014. Laura has been in the pageant world for 16 years, holding such titles as Mrs. Oklahoma United Nation, Mrs. Malaysia Galaxy, and of course, Texas Super Mrs., which led her to the national crown.
We also want to take a moment to thank 2 special ladies who are hosting the online chat during this live web feed. Thank you, Bree Heron, America's Super Miss 2012, and Jenny Flores Johnson, International Super Miss 2013.
And one more time, let's please give them all a warm round of applause to thank them for the challenging job that they have undertaken tonight.
Do we have any visiting royalty in our audience? If so, please take a moment to stand up and be recognized.
And we want to invite you up on stage so that you can share a few thoughts on your reign, your platform, and or why you got involved with pageantry.
This is my traveling companion. This is Buckle Up Bob. I introduced Buckle Up Bob to the students that I work with in elementary schools and driver's ed, and they really like him because some of the kids that volunteer with me, they get treats after. What happens is I shove a Twinkie inside his insides, and then I show him how to properly wear a seatbelt and how they usually are wearing a seatbelt. And with that in mind, all of his guts come out. And so I tell him that our insides are like Twinkies because they are soft. So this is Bob, and he goes everywhere with me. But I've done pageants for a very long time with seatbelt safety being my main platform. And just recently, this past year, I gotta catch my breath. Bob gets me out of breath sometimes. The American Heart Association has a campaign, the Little Hats, Little Big Hearts, and it's hats that are given to babies that are born in the month of February to promote awareness of congenital heart defects. And I was able to start that program in Utah. And with that, the American Heart Association has just adopted me and took me under their wings, and they have had me at events for stroke victims, where Bob goes with me. Everybody sees Bob. So I'm always promoting seatbelt safety, and I just love what the pageant systems that I've been involved in have taught me and have helped me to become who I am. So one, thank you, Janet, for allowing me to be here again. Thank you.
So now we have Emily again. Emily Lewis is going to come up and she's going to do a piano performance for us.
Yes. And it's Dark Horse by David Lance.
While we are taking this little break, let's crown Laura Hart Idaho Super Teen 2017.
We'd like to mention at this time our Buckle Up Beauty Kings and Queens competition. Participants from around the world send in selfies of themselves wearing their seatbelts. In photos, participants need to be properly wearing a seatbelt and or a restraint in the car seat. We had women, men, teens, even babies entered. After a long judging process, we decided that the overall best image, which will represent the Buckle Up Beauty Queens and King Ambassadors, title went to Alasia Nelson. Alasia Nelson is recently completing driver's ed, and her photo was a gorgeous representation of how a beautiful life is especially protected by a seatbelt. So I want to say congratulations to Alasia Nelson, who is probably watching by our wonderful Facebook Live event. So congratulations.
Thank you to everyone else who had participated, and if Alasia is watching right now, like we hope she is, please email Janet so we can ship your prize package.
Isn't it great to see so many women active in pageantry and in their committees?
Yes, it is, most definitely.
Hi.
I think Kevin wants to say a few words.
I do. Can I hijack?
I think so.
Okay. So speaking of active in the community, our next guest is very active in his community. He's always quick to lend a hand at the Hospice Care Foundation events. And tonight, he would like to honor our contestants with a song, Memories by Elvis. Mr. Jim Mathias was raised in San Fernando, California, and he sang in several church choirs. In 1969, after high school, he joined the Army and served in Vietnam, Germany, Italy, and around the United States. In 1992, he retired and moved to Montana to be with his family. He has performed in several stage plays, such as Bye Bye Birdie and The Fantastics. Currently, he sings with his church worship team in Ronan and has sung at different events, including the Hospice Ball and the Hospice Honors. I am very proud this evening to present to you my dad, Jim Mathias.
Put the microphone over here. When Janet and Kevy asked me to do this, I was thinking the song with Memories is done by, was written by Mac Davis, and I was thinking of doing another one of his, but I didn't think that, Oh Lord, It's Hard to Be Humble would fit this whole thing. But the ladies, all you contestants, all you past queens, queens now, and queens to be in pageants and everything, the one thing you'll have, win, lose, or draw, coming from here, will be memories. Wide nights and gentle days with
I've been up here a lot.
Yes.
Oh, I had to carry my phone. You know, you always gotta check like what Twitter and Facebook and all that is. No, that's not what we're doing?
No, you don't use it driving either. You know that.
Oh.
Put it away, we're busy.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll learn one day, I promise.
I know.
Okay. Our final area of competition this evening is formal wear. Each delegate will be wearing a gown that makes her feel like a princess. The judges are instructed not to score based upon the value of the gown, but instead on how graceful and elegant the delegate looks. Is her gown flattering in color and style? Is it suitable for her age? Is she the complete package that a title holder should be? Let's begin with
Demarius Ortega Rivera, North Dakota's Super Miss. Thank you.
Janet Joy Juniper, Arizona Super Miss. Thank you, Janet.
Holly Tucker, Iowa's Super Miss. Thank you, Holly.
Tina Hayes, Nevada Super Misses. Thank you, Tina.
Dawn Valdez, Colorado's Super Queen. Thank you, Dawn.
Ayla Whitey, South Dakota's Super Queen. Thank you, Gayla.
Haley Levens, Montana's Super Queen.
turn our scores over to our tabulator, Mrs. Darlene Kessler. And now we'd like to turn things over to Miss Janet.
There's an extra award that the girls haven't heard about yet. It's called the Director's Award. And I don't give it out very often, but when there's a young lady who shows up, and from day 1 to day 3, I see so much huge improvement, I can't help but just congratulate her on a job well done. So we have an award for one of these young ladies because she went from being very shy and not very talkative to coming out of her shell a little bit and asking for help and making friends with everybody she met. So this Director's Award goes to Demarius Ortega-Rivera. Thank you, ladies. The Pageantry magazine is proud to present the Pageantry Spirit Award. This award best represents Pageantry magazine's mission statement of promoting friendship, sportsmanship, and character development. This award honors those who exemplify the true spirit of competition and character development, whether it be one who competes or one who leads and directs by example. Pageantry recognizes this individual who, by their actions and deeds, has a profound and positive influence on the lives of those they touch. The recipient of this award was quick to offer assistance and share her experience. She used her talents to encourage other pageant hopefuls in their goals and promote them in their platforms. She took our pageant's platform to heart and has tirelessly promoted seatbelt safety for years, while constantly encouraging myself and everyone involved in the America's Super Pageant. She's kind of been my daughter and kind of my mom. The winner of the Pageantry Spirit Award is Janine Henry. Now, we are going to take a very brief intermission. It's going to be about 10 minutes, and then we will be back to crown our new winners.
All right, well, welcome back. It's now time for the crowning of our America's Super Pageant Queens. Ladies. But before we crown our 2016 title holders, it is time to say farewell to the wonderful ladies who have represented the America's Super Pageant for the past year. Please welcome for the last time, Christina Solinger, America's Super Preteen.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina Solinger and I am America's Super Preteen 2016. I have learned so much from my reign this last year, from gaining self-confidence and not being insecure to helping other people with their insecurities and become more self-confident themselves. I am going to be so grateful, and I already am so grateful for this experience in my life. It is definitely my biggest achievement so far. To come this far from being bullied as a child to being able to do this for myself and for other people is mind-blowing to me. I would really like to thank, first of all, our pageant director, Janet. You have done an amazing job with this corporation, and I am so happy and so grateful that you gave me a chance to compete. I will be forever grateful. To my former queens this year, my former 2016 ASP sisters, Kevi Berger and Nadine Chopra, Jessica Renee Smith, you guys have made such a huge impact in my life. You will never forget it, and I know that we will be good friends for the rest of our lives, and I'm so happy that I have you girls in my life. Thank you to my mother and my friends for always being there to support me and always helping me when I needed it. To my sponsors, thank you very much for helping me when I needed it and always being there. And to the wonderful young women behind me, you will do amazing things in your life. Whether you win here tonight or not, I really hope that you continue talking about seatbelt safety because it is a very big importance in the world. Since this last year, I don't think I have not worn a seatbelt or not made the people in the car with me wear a seatbelt, not even once. I have really experienced the importance of seatbelts. I remember when I was younger, I got in a car accident and I didn't have my seatbelt and I was alive, but I was lucky. So thank you, everyone.
Now, for the last time, please welcome Jessica Renee Smith, America's Super Queen.
Hello all. My year as a 2015-2016 America's Super Queen has been nothing but amazing and full of love and great and dear with many friendships. As this chapter of my life comes to a very sad and bittersweet close, I want to thank some very special people. To Miss Janet, thank you for making this entire year possible and allowing me to become part of your America's Super Pageant family. Promoting and volunteering for many organizations and promoting my personal platform of cancer awareness and education, and also the national platform of seatbelt safety in honor of your amazing daughter Alanya is a great honor, and having you as an amazing director that is wonderful, great, and caring is very rare, but I have had an amazing year, and that is a true honor as well. I thank you very much for caring for your contestants and royalty and making them feel like family. Thank you so much. To Christina, you are an amazing and talented young woman, and I am glad to call you a friend. You are wise beyond your years, and I cannot wait to see what the future brings to you. I love you, my dear sister queen. To Kevi, where do I begin? From the moment you picked me up last year at the airport, I knew we were going to be great friends. As we went shopping and out to dinner, you welcomed me into your home and into your heart. You're one of my best friends, and I love how we always talk about everything. We may be distanced by states, but I know this friendship will last forever. And I am humbled and honored to call you my sister queen and sweet dear friend. Words cannot say how much I love you and thank you throughout our reign. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much. To my husband Darren, you are my rock, heart, and soul. You supported me through every adventure and treated me like a queen no matter what. As in everything I do, you support me. My words and my love cannot express the gratitude and happiness that you have given me. You are my #1 supporter, and throughout everything in life, you have always been by my side and supported me. I love you and our family so much, and thank you for everything, honey. Last but never least, the contestants in new America's Super Pageant family royalty. I hope you have had such a wonderful week and time
and made such dear friendships that will take you with you, and you will have everlasting friendships. To my successor, make the most throughout your reign and spread the words of seatbelt safety and your personal platform throughout your state and your community. You have the power to let others hear your voice. Good luck, and you are all amazing and true winners. For the last time, I, Jessica Smith, the 2015-2016 America's Super Queen, thank you all. Hugs and love, Jessica Smith.
Thank you. And begrudgingly, for the last time, please welcome back Heavy Berger, International Super Mrs.
I was only 21 years old and 28 weeks pregnant when driving home from work, we hit a truck and rolled our car 3 times. Luckily, I was wearing a seatbelt, so my son and I were both saved. It could have been so much worse. My son grew up, graduated high school and college, and is now a father himself. We never know when a crash will happen. It comes out of nowhere and we're unprepared. So that is why I diligently spread the word on seatbelt safety using local media as radio and television venues, and I was honored to star in a commercial.
Did you know that pickup trucks are twice as likely to roll over as cars? Your chances of surviving a rollover are greatly increased if you are wearing a seatbelt. Buckle up in your truck.
I have also
Pick up
helped
the habit
spread
for someone you
information
love.
with the Respect a Cage demo trailer, but I wanted to do more, so I joined the America's Super Pageant, where I learned of our amazing director and her daughter's story about seatbelt safety. But my story is just not about a pageant, a crown, a sash. It's more. It's meeting wonderful ladies and participating in activities and events with them. It's about photo shoots and sharing our stories and bonding, and a chance to earn a title and its responsibilities. So I entered my photogenic submission. I went to the interview fully prepared. I created and presented what I felt best expressed my platform and experience with seatbelt safety. I competed in swimwear. And finally, it was time for my walk across the stage in my evening gown. At the end of the evening, I was crowned International Super Mrs., and I joined the ranks of ladies I admire. I was so honored to be crowned by one of my very best friends, Selena Spartel. The judges were generous with their praise, and I was amazed to be presented with 6 side awards. To earn the crown was overwhelming, and I was humbled. But in the end, my job was just beginning. I was given the chance and the opportunity to work within our communities, to give back, to help teach the next generation, to support my super sisters, to make donations, and to educate and tell others it's about standing up, it's about caring for others. I judged the National American Miss Pageant. I went on radio and talked about my stories. I promoted seatbelt safety and the America's Super Pageant. I think it's time for us to all be responsible and work together, meeting new people, making new friends, and keeping those that are our friends close by. And remember, it's about Alanya. It's about my son Joseph. It's about seatbelt safety. And as I take my last walk today, I say thank you to my husband Eric, who's the most amazing man who I've ever had by my side. Thank you to my children and my family. I am a better person because I am your mom. To Jessica and Christine, you are both amazing and I love you dearly. I'm so proud of the work that we have done this year. To Corey Dostal Photography, you always make me look amazing. And to Janet, you inspire us all. As we leave today to crown the new queens, I ask you to take this responsibility seriously. Spread seatbelt safety, love and hold close your super sisters, and please always remember to buckle up. I am your reigning international Super Mrs. Kevy Berger, signing off one last time.
They have been incredible representatives for this organization, and the ladies that take the titles tonight, you guys, you have some big shoes to fill. And give it your best go at it. Alrighty. And we have the results. But before we announce all of these winners, we, as in the current queens, myself, some of the judges, and all of the contestants on stage, and the ones who are running your online chat, would like Janet to come to the center of the stage for a moment, because you do everything behind the scenes, and we want to take a moment to make sure that you are recognized for the work that you do, the program that you put on, the integrity that it has. No, you don't. Not enough. We need more.
Ooh, have to talk after I cry. That's ugly. Good evening and sorry for interrupting the sequence of events. I apologize to the delegates. I know you're waiting on pins and needles. I was there last year, but this was really important. So on behalf of Salinas, Dana, Janine, Christina, Laura, Allison, Michelle, Jessica, myself, some of the other judges, and all the delegates here, I would like to share a poem titled All Is Well from 1918, which was written by Henry Scott Holland. Death is nothing at all. It does not count. I have only slipped away into the next room, and nothing has happened. Everything remains exactly as it was. I am I, and you are you. The old life that we live so fondly together is untouched and unchanged. Whatever we were to each other, that we are still. Call me by my old familial name. Speak of me in the easy way which you always used to. Put no difference into your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed at the little jokes that we enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be ever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without an effort, without the ghost of a shadow upon it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same as it ever was. There is absolute and unbroken continuity. What is death but a tangible accident? I am but waiting for you for an interval somewhere very near, just around the corner, and all is well. This is so very true. Our beloved director, Alanya, is here today. Her spirit is in this pageant. It is in our hearts and on our minds. Tonight, as you have honored and loved each of us, we wanted to take a moment to express our love and our dedication to this cause which you have so passionately shared, and to let you know that we are here because of you and that all is well.
Janet, you are truly special and amazing, and I am so thankful for what you do for all of us. And now for the side awards. Miss Congeniality is the contestant who was selected by her peers as being their favorite and friendliest contestant. This is a very stressful weekend with a full schedule, as you heard earlier, and really long days. Keeping a smile on your face and a positive attitude can be difficult. But for this contestant, she did it with ease. This year, our Miss Congeniality Award goes to Dawn Valdez. The high score in photogenic goes to Tina Hayes. The overall interview award goes to Jenna J. Juniper. And Jenna, don't leave, because you also have the overall high score in platform presentation and little black dress. Our overall swimwear or athletic attire, we had a tie, and we're going to recognize both of them. Please step forward, Demarius Ortega Rivera and Jenna J. Juniper. The overall high score in formal wear goes to Jenna J. Juniper. Special shout out right now to Rhiannon Beatty, Dressel Beatty, who was our very first International Super Ms., who is tuning in by webcast. Hi, we love you. And this next award is in her father's honor. 5 years ago, just weeks after winning that international title, she lost her dad, Dan Stockwell. And we since have begun awarding a special prize in her dad's honor. Dan Stockwell loved racing cars and always wore his seatbelt and taught his kids to do the same. Our contestants were given the opportunity to earn up to 20 bonus points by making appearances to promote the pageant's platform of seatbelt safety. If they made more than 20 appearances, they still only earned 20 points, no more. Many of the delegates have earned up to those 20 bonus points, which were added to the possible 700 points the judges have given them. And this amounts to a possible almost 3% increase in her score. Not much, but it might have put one of these ladies over the top, or maybe it just evened up the playing field. You'll have to wait and see. The person who made the most appearances will receive the Dan Stockwell Memorial $500 cash prize as our thanks for helping bring awareness to the importance of seatbelt use. Our delegates submitted photos, scrapbooks, and signed letters from committees they worked with, and these were evaluated by an independent set of judges. This year's winner received bonus points and is continuing to promote our platform. And the winner of the Dan Stockwell Memorial $500 prize is Jenna J. Juniper. Now, you've all heard the importance of a first runner-up. If for any reason one of our queens is unable to fulfill her duties as an America's Super Pageant title holder, her first runner-up will take her place. And for those of you who are here in the audience and those who are tuning in online, remember that there is one final crown to be awarded after the division queens are crowned. So don't leave or click the X button if your delegate is not her age division winner. She still has a chance to take home the international award. Here it is, ladies. You ready? Okay. Our new America's Super Miss is Demarius Ortega Rivera. Our new America's Super Queen is Haley Blevins. Our new America's Super Misses is Tina Hayes. And last but not least, we'd like to announce our International Super Ms. or Mrs. But before doing that, I want to make sure to let the audience members know that please don't come up on stage. We need to allow our photographer to get some pictures of our winners and their court, but you can meet them out in the lobby after that is done. The crown for International Super Ms. or Mrs. goes to the woman who had the highest overall score of all the delegates. And this year's winner, our International Super Ms., is Jenna J. Juniper. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope that you'll take a moment to congratulate your favorite delegate out in the lobby. And as you drive home tonight, don't forget to what? Buckle up. Buckle up. Thank you, ladies.
Nice to meet you. Let's have the swings all together. This is the way you are. What? Yeah.